Hello everybody, welcome back to the Lords of the Ring series. I'm here reporting with Hank, doing my update. Training's been going pretty good, it's pretty smooth. I'm able to start throwing shot again after this PRP injection. I'm 5 weeks out as of right now. It still gets a little bit sore after throwing, but I'm able to make it through every throwing session. Usually the soreness is hitting a couple hours later, and it's not too bad. It's low soreness, but just because we are still getting soreness, we're not moving too quickly with the updates. So, or with making the training or like increasing the weight or increasing the total amount of throws, that's staying relatively easy. Still on the 6K. Hopefully, we'll be able to move up in weight soon. Other updates: we're enjoying Mount Juliet. We like living out here in Tennessee. The weather's been really good. The training setup is awesome, training with these guys. Fishing's been good. Ryan and I have been targeting muskie a lot lately and coming up short. We're getting tons of follows when we go out because the water's clear so you can see them following the lures, just no strikes in the last 3 times that we've been out. So our pig farm is doing good. These guys are great. Hank has an ear infection, so he's on medication to get that fixed. But other than that, everybody's doing really, really good. We're still on track to open up at Tucson, more than likely. On May 23rd will be the opener, and then we'll go overseas to Europe and do Rabat and Rome Diamond Leagues. So season's drawing near. Nervous but excited at the same time. It's gonna be fun seeing all of our friends overseas and be hanging out again and competing and traveling the world and eating good food. So we're excited for it. That's my segment.
All right, hey guys, Chubby Diamonds here once again, episode 4 of the Lords of the Ring. That's what we chose. Just got done with the Romana Throw Invitational in Oklahoma. I was a little bit unsure as to whether or not I was going to do the meet. I had been reached out to by the meet director about it, so I kind of used it as kind of like a soft launch for the season. Used it more as kind of like a training, or like a hard training session, I should say. But more than anything, I wanted to unveil the new kind of OnlyFans kit that I had, which was super rad. Howdy y'all, that was what I called it. So it's pretty sweet to be new boot goofing in that new getup. So it was really awesome to see everybody there. Awesome to see everybody throw really well. It was cool to be there with Roje as well, to see him throw. It was nice that 2 of us got to do a meet that early in the season. I don't normally compete that early because normally I'm kind of in the thick of training, but just trained through it, like I said, and kind of used it as a hard training session, so it was a fun time nonetheless. I didn't really perform the way that I wanted to, but that's to be expected when you're doing that. The next thing I have coming up is I'm going to be heading to Africa, which I'm really excited about. I've never been to the continent of Africa. This will be my first time going down there. I have the Gold Level Botswana Grand Prix as my first meeting on the 26th of April, and then I have the Simbine Classic, which is in South Africa, on the 28th. So I'll be there for about a week, which will be nice. I'll get a couple meets in. I'll be with my boy Zane Weir, the other Italian extraordinaire. So it'll be really, really nice to be able to do that. Like I said, this will be my first time down there. I'll finally be able to check off all continents that I've competed in. So it's really nice. I guess outside of Antarctica, but they don't put on the Polar Bear Classic or the Arctic Tundra Classic. So if they did that, I'd be there. As everybody knows, I'm the traveler. So so I'm excited. Training is getting better. Training's definitely taking a turn for the better for sure. I am really happy with some of the stuff that I'm doing out in the ring. Kind of lost my way a bit here with throwing for a little while. Just kind of felt like I just didn't really have my hand on it much. It just kind of felt like it was getting out of reach a bit, and it kind of slipped through my fingers. So it was really nice to kind of get back with Ryan Whiting, my coach now, who I've discussed in previous episodes. And he's really allowing things to kind of get honed in, and we're really on the right path again. It's nice because we worked together in the past, and when I was at the top of my game, we were able to kind of like have very specific dialogue and things. And now it's easy to get back to those things because we know where we want to go and know what the feelings are like. So it's good to be that way. And I'm excited for everything moving forward for the rest of the season with them. So in here, I have a lift today in here, and everything's going to be kind of like, starting to move into, rather than kind of ramping up the weight, it's going to be kind of more into a VBT style where I'm going to try to kind of get certain percentages of weights to move really quickly. Now, obviously not taper style, but obviously moving faster than I am if I'm trying to hit a top set or something like that. So still going to be heavy, obviously, but because that's my thing. But yeah, so just doing that for training moving forward, and kind of trying to still reload a bit going into the summer. The summer for me is, as everybody knows, is really, really big. For the next 4 or 5 months, I'm going to be traveling all the time. I'll be all over the world. So for me, I try to get a really big base while I'm back in my at my home base, I should say, and really trying, like I said, load up for the long summer ahead. So hope you guys enjoy everything moving forward, and I'll pass it on to the next guy.
You got something to say? Coda's got something to say for episode 4. You got goopy eyes? How you gonna be on TV with goopy eyes? How you gonna be on YouTube with goopy eyes? All right, everybody, back for episode 4, the morning after WSPS. So, a lot of this past week has been entirely focused on the WSPS event. It went really well. Okay. You wanna go? Okay. I think the event went really well. I haven't had a chance to watch the live stream yet. We packed everything up last night, getting ready to hit the road. But yeah, super happy with how the event went. Roje threw extremely well. You guys saw that big 15-foot throw. If you watched it, 76 feet, was super impressive. So congrats to Roje on taking home the win. Go watch that live. It's on my YouTube if you guys want to check it out. Super fun event again. Continue to prove the concept that we can have some standalone shot put events, and yeah, really happy with it. This next week, I mean, we're driving home today, 10 hours, so that's kind of long. But back to a new training block. I knew this was coming, so I had a 3-week block that I finished last week. This is a recovery week coming to Des Moines. And then going into a new training block. If you've been watching my training, I did a little bit of stuff here at Drake for the new training block. So what I like to do is take the recovery week in between sessions and introduce a lot of the movements that I'll do on weeks 1 through 3 of the upcoming block. So it's not completely foreign on week 1. Lets me have a little more intensity on week 1. And so, yeah, jumping into a new training block, getting ready, and that'll be the one that'll take me through to China, where I'll open up my season. Here at the end of May in China, and then World Athletics, just throwing out the weirdest schedules of all time this year, especially for us. So I will circumnavigate the globe here next month. So I'll go open my season in China, fly to North Africa, China to Paris, down to North Africa, compete in Rabat, fly up to Rome, compete in Rome, and then finish flying over the Atlantic. So thank you for that, whoever made that schedule. 3 meets in 3 continents in 10 days. So getting ready for that. As you can tell, not super excited about it just from a logistical standpoint. Like, what were they thinking when they did that? Spoiler alert, they weren't thinking at all. So that's our schedule. It's terrible, to be honest. But getting ready for that. So yeah, one more training block till I'll open up the season. But appreciate you guys following along. Check out the WSPS Drake competition. It's live. That live is saved on my YouTube. Appreciate the support, guys. I'm gonna pass it off to the next one.
Yo, what up? It's Stoner here to give some insight on an update on episode 4 of Lords of the Ring. My last competition was in Romana at the World Invitational Discus meet, where I did a competition on Thursday through 70-66 for a PR in the discus, and again on Saturday. However, on Saturday, the second competition was scheduled to be on Sunday, and they ended up changing it because it was going to be rainy. So both Thursday and Saturday were great competition days. The weather was good. It was windy, sunny, as it usually is for those meet that time of year. And on Thursday, I threw a PR of 70-66, and the throws were okay. From my standpoint, I think the throws were okay. Could have done a lot better, which is what I was hoping to be doing in the second competition on Saturday. However, it did not go as planned, so I was not happy about the second competition. So, the only thing I could think of is just going back to the drawing board and start working again, start training and to find some consistency in lifting, throwing, just everything, you know, and so forth. So right now I'm in Kansas State University training with John Newell, trying to find that consistency as I was mentioning before in throwing, lifting, and just be ready for my next competition, which will be in China on May 16. I'll compete in that first Diamond League for Discus. So looking forward to that, and hoping to have more or better results continuing in the season. I know it's been a rough start, but just looking forward to see better results and push for all that stuff. So next time you'll hear from me will be in the next episode, and hopefully we have some good news.